you can work a 9 to 5 job all you want to, but sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, it be feeling like the economy just set up for us to fail. Like, I get paid, my freaking bank account go up, and then the bill come and that mug go right back down. Then the people at the job don't want to give you a raise. Supervisors act like they want to give you certain jobs and stuff like that to try to mess you up and make you mess up so they can fire you. Then it's hard for your application to get seen on Indeed because so many other people applying for you to even get a better job. It's like a lot going on nowadays in this job economy, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you stay around to the end of the video, I got a solution for you. So stick to the end so that way I can help you brothers and sisters out. And I appreciate you. And let's get straight into my first point, which is you need to overqualify for whatever you apply to. All right. So let's say, for example, if you want to be a forklift driver, then it would be kind of better for your application to say, hey, I used to be a mail driver. I used to drive mail. So if I could drive a mail truck and work for the post office, then shoot, clearly I could drive something. I could drive a forklift. Or if, let's say, you want to be a fuel hauler, right? Let's say you want to haul fuel to the gas stations and drive big trucks, right? Then you should put something on your application like, I'm just using an example. Oh, I used to fly planes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it don't gotta be so crazy like that. But what I'm saying is, whatever you apply for, make sure that your application and your resume make it look like you just overqualified for the position. So it's like a no-brainer as to why they gonna hire you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice on how you can, you know what I'm saying, kind of help yourself out and fight against these other people who trying to take the job from you underneath your feet. Now, once you get the job, you know what I mean, now you gotta clock in, now you gotta lock in, and you gotta actually show up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. And trust me, I work 80 hours a week, so I understand what it's like to not feel like getting up and going to work, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, look at me. I use myself for an example. I go to work, I work 12 to 14 hour shifts every single day. Well, not every day, but at least 5 days a week. And I also upload YouTube videos, and not just on one channel, but 2 channels. And matter of fact, this is my 2nd video today, if you don't know. But yeah, so I'm being consistent even on YouTube outside of work, and I got a kid at home too. So it's not like I don't have a busy life. I understand. You know what I mean? I completely understand. But it's not an excuse as to why you can't reach your goals. You know what I mean? It's always somebody else fighting to take your position. And so even if you're tired, even if you're depressed, even if you lost your girl, even if you broke and you in debt, the best thing for you to do is still never for you to sit in bed and lay down and complain and be lazy and hang around people who don't care about your future. It's still for you to get up, go to the gym if you can, get in shape, go to work, make your money, pay your bills. Like, it's still better for you to go and make something out of your life and be purposeful than for you to sit there and complain all day about why you're not where you want to be in life. Because what do complaining do for you at the end of the day? All it does is make you stress out more. You know what I mean? So, and speaking of stress, that kind of leads me into my next point, right? Which is get rid of the anxiety. I want to tell you something right now. You came into this world with nothing, and when you die, it doesn't matter whether you was a hard worker or whether you was the laziest person on earth. You know why? Because you came in this world with absolutely nothing, and sure enough, when you leave this world, you're not going with none of the riches or none of the success that you gained on this earth. So I hope that kind of takes away some of the anxiety that you have. When you be thinking about, oh, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that, how I'm gonna build my future, how I'm gonna set my kids up for success, bro, go get life insurance or something like that. So that way when you die, your kid can be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? It's simply like, why not just take the stress out for yourself when it comes to like leaving something behind for the people you care about? Bro, one thing that's guaranteed in this life is that you're gonna die. So just go get some life insurance, and that way when you die, it don't matter whether you were successful or not, the people who you left behind that you love, they can be successful even if you're not here no more. Just go get life insurance. Why not? You know what I mean? And I'm not promoting no life insurance company, so take it from me. Like, I'm not trying to make money off of you going and get life insurance. I'm just telling you what you can do to take the stress off of yourself. You know what I mean? So I hope that kind of helped you out as well. And another thing about the anxiety, right? As I was saying earlier, when you die, you ain't taking none of it with you. But I want you to realize that hard work and enjoying the fruits of your hard work is the most important thing that you can do, right? So if you made, let's just say, if you make $50,000 a year and you're only able to save $2,000 in a year because your bill's just so high, you in debt, yada, yada, yada. I know life be life. I get it. Take 1,000 of that money and spend it on yourself. I won't say 1,000, 500. Take 500 of it and at least spend it on yourself. You know what I mean? Because if you got $1,000 to your name for savings, then you pretty much, I ain't gonna say you in the best position, but if anything happens, like your tire pops or something like that, you can go get $100 tire. You know what I'm saying? Or if, let's just say for an example, if you need a new car part, like let's say your alternator needs to be replaced or something like that, you can get that without spending a whole $1,000. Or, you know what I'm saying, spark plugs need to be replaced, you can fix that with like $150. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the expenses that you need, you could cover it as long as you got $1,000. So try to always have $1,000 at the very least saved. If you can do more, that's better. If you can have like 5,000, that's like the sweet spot for an emergency fund. But if you have at least 1,000, don't stress, bro. You good. Like, basically what I'm telling you, when you spend money on yourself, after you spend the money that you want to spend, at least make sure that you're gonna have $1,000 left over, because like I said, life be lifing, and you don't want to be in a position where something happens and then you got to put yourself in a bind just to borrow money to pay for it. So that's just my go-to, and I make like $70,000 a year. So if I'm telling you $1,000 is pretty much good, $1,000 will pretty much get you out of a bind in most situations. Not every situation, but most, right? And that's gonna lead me to my third point, which is try to stay away from people who put you in a bad position in life. And what I mean by that is, if you got a girlfriend, a boyfriend who take a toll on your mental health, or you got a friend that's always in some mess or in a situation and they always calling you up for this and that, and especially if you can't call them up and ask them for that same thing that they ask you for all the time, then you kind of need to cut them off. I'm gonna be honest with you, simply because if you trying to elevate your lifestyle and you constantly getting drugged down by the people that surround you, how can you ever make it to the top? Even the elevator, which is built to bring people to the top, even it have a weight limit on it. It can't bring everybody and their mama to the top floor. That's because at some point, if you try to bring everybody to the top, it's just gonna keep weighing you down too much to the point where you just break. Same with the elevator, you know what I'm saying? So stop trying to bring everybody to the top. I had to kind of accept the fact that even the people that I love and people who I have so many memories with, all of them ain't gonna be on the same type of timing that I'm on to be successful in life. You know what I'm saying? And I can't sit back and let my light dim so that way I can be around people who don't want to shine brighter in life. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let my light shine, even if I'm around people who don't care, or even if I'm around people who don't want to elevate in life. I gotta shine regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't try to bring everybody to the top. It's not gonna work no way, because even if you could give somebody $1,000 right now, you could give one of your friends $1,000. If they don't got the right mindset, they gonna go back broke. You know what I mean? They gonna go feel like it's okay to go buy a PlayStation because they ain't had it in so long or something like that. I ain't saying they gonna buy specifically a PlayStation, but you get what I'm trying to say. They gonna blow the money on something that they want, and before you know it, they gonna be back broke asking you for some more money. You know what I mean? So try to stay away from those type of people. And also, when people always calling your phone complaining about a situation and you trying to give them a solution, you always giving them the best advice, you know what I'm saying, to leave this person alone, they not good for you, yada yada yada, and they always end up back around them same people, and they never take your advice, but they steady always calling you, draining your energy to ask you for advice. At some point, you gotta protect your own mind and your own heart, and you just gotta stop answering the phone for those type of people. Because I get it that, you know what I mean, everybody have been in a place in life where they make mistakes, and everybody have been a fool for something before, but it just gets to a point when you not at that place in your life no more, and you really trying to get on your grind for real, people gonna be calling you with their problems like you don't got enough problems of your own that you trying to figure out. Everybody got problems. You know what I mean? So why would you try to spend extra stress, extra anxiety towards figuring out other people's problems, especially when they don't listen to you? That's so draining. You know what I'm saying? It's time consuming. And you ain't got time to waste on that. You could be doing better things with your time. That same 20-minute phone call could have been a 20-minute YouTube video that you made to go build your future and chase your dreams or something. Or you could have spent 20 minutes in a gym or something like that. Or 20 minutes learning how to play the piano. Something. You know what I mean? Even if it's 20 minutes with you just going relax and enjoy yourself in life. You know what I'm saying? Because time is the most valuable thing we have, because we only get this one life on this earth. And then it's eternity after that. So at that point, you just gotta use your time wisely on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, one thing that's guaranteed is that you're gonna leave this earth. You're gonna die, and whatever you do with your life is gonna affect you in your next life. When the books are open and judgment come down, hey, better make sure you use your time wisely. Jesus, I think my time might be right now. Hold on. Another point that I want to make to you is that if you're tired of working a 9-to-5 job, how about you actually be consistent in that side hustle and that dream that you said that you wanted to build? You said you wanted to do YouTube. You said you was going to post on TikTok. You said that you was going to get in that gym and that you was going to get in the best shape of your life. You said this, you said that. You said you was going to save your money, but you didn't. And you keep giving up. And I've been consistent for the first time in my life on YouTube for the last month and a half. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's honestly the best feeling in the world when I open my analytics and I see that I didn't had 6,000 or 16, 18, 20,000 people watch my videos in a month. It's just so rewarding, and it's crazy to me that I didn't take this serious as I am now earlier. Like, I'm so grateful for the fact that I've been locked in for a month straight on this YouTube grind, because I know eventually if I just keep going, bro, I'm not gonna have to go to work anymore. You know what I'm saying? This YouTube stuff gonna take care of me. Or at least I can maybe go part-time and only work 4 hours or 8 hours a day instead of having to work 80 hours a week. You know what I mean? Because YouTube gonna pay me. You know what I mean? So that's another piece of advice that I feel like you need to hear. And I get it. You know what I mean? Everybody in this life gets busy. And when you get busy, you can tend to forget like the goals that you have set. So if I were you, I would take the time to get a piece of paper, get a pen, and go write your goals down. Because at the end of the day, when life gets to lifing and you gotta clean the house on your off day and you trying to see what free time you gonna have to go play the game or to go hang out with your friends, and you gotta read the Bible and you gotta pray, you gotta cook, you get so busy that you forget about your goals. But I don't want that to be you, because you've already given up enough time. So it's time for you to finally give yourself the benefit of the doubt of staying consistent and locking in. And like I said, take it from me. I've had this YouTube channel since 2015. I've done it all on this YouTube channel. I'm talking about gaming, dancing, pranks, motivation, you name it, I did it on this channel. And honestly, I can say that you should lock in and take it serious and post every single day that you can. Because I'm gonna use myself for an example. I just told you that I posted for the last month straight. I didn't miss no time uploading. And I'm always gonna be more successful than the person that only upload once or twice a week, simply because of the fact that I'm showing up in people's feed more times than you. So how is it that they gonna remember your face more than me if I'm always being recommended to them? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if your video may be more quality than mine. I don't even really edit my videos that much. But the simple fact that YouTube is recommending me more than you says a lot. I don't have to edit, but you can edit your video for 20 minutes a day and I still get more views than you, simply because I'm more consistent. Bro, one of the best feelings was earlier today when my homeboy texted me, and he literally texted me out of the blue. And this ain't one of my like closest homeboys, but it's just one of the homeboys that I've been cool with for a few years. You know what I mean? And he texted me and was like, bro, I seen that you've been consistent on YouTube. And I'm talking about out the blue. Like, we don't even talk maybe once every few months. But the fact that he noticed that I was consistent for a full month and a half of me just posting on YouTube, and I'm not even a big creator, but the fact that he noticed that shows me that people are watching you. So you don't need to just be consistent for yourself. Be consistent because what you're doing, other people actually watch. It doesn't matter whether they may say it to you or not, but behind closed doors, people are watching to see if you're going to be consistent, and they want to see you succeed more than you realize. And it motivates them like, dang, if he can do it, and that's my homeboy, man, I can do the same thing. I can be consistent. I can go post a video a day. You know what I mean? And I feel like, why not do this? Why not record yourself and put it online so that you can make money? Because the way I look at it is like this. You can make money off of anything. It's people on this YouTube platform that will literally watch anything. You don't believe me? Go search up mukbangs, ASMR. Go search up skateboard video. Go search up iPhone review. People will literally watch you cut open an iPhone box. It's the most simplest thing in the world. You get a new iPhone, why not record yourself taking it out the box and just post it? You're gonna do it anyways. You might as well get some clout off it and get paid. That's the type of mindset that I got now, and that's why I feel like I've been able to be consistent. Because I'm like, hold on, I be yapping about motivation, I be yapping about consistency and upgrading my life with my friends anyways when we on the phone. Why not set up a camera and record myself talk about it anyways and get paid and get clout off of it? Why wouldn't I do that? I got a whole channel of me just eating food, right? I got a second channel where I just literally do mukbangs and ASMRs of me eating food, because I'm gonna eat food anyways, and I love eating food. So why not set up a camera and record it and post it if I gotta eat anyways? I might as well just do that. And I'm gonna break it down so even a baby can understand it, bro. Imagine this: if I blow up eventually, when I blow up, because I'm gonna keep doing this anyways. When I blow up, let's just say, even if I don't get all the views, let's just say I get 10,000 views a video, you know what I'm saying, because I'm consistent and I'm always uploading. So YouTube take me serious and they be like, you know what, we gonna recommend him. Let's blow his page up, because that's how it works. Let's say I get 10,000 a video. If I post a video a day, what's that? That is 30,000 views in a month. Now let's say I get 10,000. Let's say I get $10 a thousand views. So every 1,000 views, that's $10 in my pocket. Now, like I said, if I post 30 times a month and each video get 10,000 views, that's 30,000 views. So 30,000 views, if I get $10 for all those views, that's $300 in my pocket. And that's just one channel. Now imagine if my mukbang channel start doing another 10,000 views every single video. Now, every time that I get paid at the end of the month, that's $600 in my account, simply but off the internet. Like, it's the craziest thing. And that's not even including the times where YouTube decides to pay more at the end of the year for ads, or considering the fact that you might get a viral video where they just blow your videos up for real. You get 500,000 views on a random video some random day, and now you making a few thousand every single month. Like, come on, bro. And I'm just talking about simply off of 1 year. Imagine through the years, like, as I consistently do this, man, bro, I'm gonna replace my whole job by this. Like, bro, why not record? Literally, my question to you is, why not? What do you have to lose? You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. 20 minutes of my time, bro. I'm on the road right now. I'm driving to work. I'm not making any excuses. I'm literally driving to work right now, and I'm putting out content. This is my second video today. You know what I mean? But look, I ain't got too much else to say. It's free to like, it's free to subscribe, and it's free to share the video. It's free to show love to the channel. So why not? I just showed you 20 minutes worth of love, giving you the game. So, you know what I mean? I ain't really got too much else to say. So without further ado, we gone.